Good morning from Nome and Backyard. We are in Grandma Jean's kitchen today, making salmon croquettes for the Lenten season. So Grandma Jean, the kitchen's all yours. Take it away.
Well, hi there. We're going to get started with salmon croquettes, and the recipe comes from my mother's recipe, but we call it from Anna's kitchen. Because no matter in the olden days, whether it was a bake sale or a community effort, everybody would say, "Where did this come from?" And they always said it came from Anna's kitchen. So this is Anna's recipe today, and she was famous for saying, we need a pinch, a sprinkle, and today she's telling you you need a chunk. So I made it a little easier. What we're going to do is, we're making salmon croquettes. There is nothing inside a filler or anything. It's going to be all salmon. And I'm going to show you how to make it, and I hope that you enjoy it. First of all, we're going to take a half a cup of milk. We're going to put it in the pot and turn on our stove a little here. And as Anna would say, we need a chunk of margarine or butter. So I measured it out for you, what I thought would be approximately a tablespoon of margarine or butter. You're going to put it in a pot, and you're going to let it just melt the butter a little. That's all you do. Now, in this bowl, you're going to take a small bowl. You're going to take a heaping, and when she says heaping, make it a heaping tablespoon of flour. So here we go. We have heaping. Heap it a little bit more. We are going to put a teaspoon of milk into the bowl. And also 1 egg. You'll save the other egg to dip your croquettes in. Now we're going to mix this, and we're going to mix it very well. And mix it and get it nice and smooth while the butter is dissolving on the stove. Now, this is very, very important. I can't stress it enough. When you make your sauce, you're going to cook it until it's firm. Because if you don't cook it till it's firm, you're going to have a mixture with your salmon that is very mushy. So this way, if your sauce is firm, your patties will be firm and easier to work with. Okay, this is done. Okay. Now, we're going to take this mixture and we're going to put it in with the milk because the butter has dissolved. So, let me use my spatula, please. Could I have my spatula? Thank you. Patience, patience is a virtue. Now, we're going to stand here and we are going to cook this. I'll just turn it up a little. And we're going to cook this until it gets firm. And then we let it cool. While that is cooking a little, you can take your salmon. Now, I prefer red salmon to pink, but you can use pink or you could use red. And the red is more, I believe, tasteful. You're going to take your salmon and you're going to clean it. I take the bones out, and you will find dark pieces of skin inside the salmon. It's always there. So you're going to remove that. I don't like anything dark in there.
So the salmon is from a can, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's one can of salmon, either red or pink. So we're going to put it in a bowl. I already put it in this bowl. And we're going to mix it up and break it up while we're waiting for our... But keep an eye on this sauce, I'm telling you. That is the most important part of the croquettes. Not the salmon, it's the sauce. I have made it several times, and being in a hurry, I didn't let my sauce get firm. And then when you go to mix your patties, it sticks to your hands. Now, if that should happen, just take a little bit of flour, put it on your hands, and then make your patties. We have to, and don't forget, stir it. Don't let it just stand there and look at it. You have to stir it that it doesn't stick to the pot. All right, now, as I told you, stand and watch your sauce. That's very important. You don't want it to burn. And I'm going to show you what it looks like, the consistency that you would want to get. Now remember, we had a half a cup of milk in here. But now the consistency, you can sort of see that it's sticking together. Now we take it off the stove, and we put it on the side. It's going to cool before we mix it in with the salmon. Now we're going to take our salmon, and here's what I like to do. I like to take scallion tips, cut them up with your scissors, and cut them right in. Now you can use onion or the scallions. It all depends on your own taste and how many you want to use. But this is easy to do. Just take a scissors, cut them up. In fact, I did some ahead of time. Put them in a bowl to mix in with the salmon. Now we're going to use a dash. Anna said use a dash of salt. So you can use the salt according to your own taste, but we're only going to use a dash, not too much. A dash of salt and a dash of pepper. Now pepper comes out pretty fast. Okay. Now we're going to take and we're going to mix it up. So actually nothing is going to be in your salmon patties except salmon and a little bit of scallions or onions, salt and pepper, and then we're going to mix them with the sauce, put them in the refrigerator to get firm. Okay, now I feel that our sauce is firm enough, cool enough to mix in with the salmon, so we're going to do that. Getting it out of the pot rather easily. All right, now we have to mix this through very good. It gives you a feel of the consistency. And I don't think that this is really going to stick on our fingers that much as we make our patties. All right, this is mixed through thoroughly. And we're going to form sort of a little patty out of it, a big patty. almost like you would a meatloaf patty. I'm going to make it just like this, just a little firm. Oh, and it's not sticking to our hands. Thank goodness we made it firm enough. Now we're going to take and put it in the refrigerator just for a little while until it gets a little more firm. And I always take and use wax paper to cover it. So we're just going to put that a little firm and get ready to deep fry them and hope that they turn out really, really well. All right, I've made the patties. They came out fine. You can make them as large as you want or as small as you like. Now we're going to dip them in the egg. I beat up the egg, and we're going to dip them in egg and cracker crumbs, and then we're going to deep fry them. And it doesn't take long at all. Like I said, you can make them smaller, you can make them larger. And with your leftover mixture, you can make your patties, don't dip them, just take the mixture and put them in the freezer. Wrap them up in saran wrap and wrap them up in tin foil, put them in a freezer bag, and then they're ready to take out and be dipped in cracker crumbs and eggs at a different date. I just wait for them to get done. Okay, we put our patties in. Like I said, I don't use a lot of cooking oil. I use vegetable cooking oil. And you just cook them till it gets a nice golden brown, or the way that you like. If you like them a little darker, you can leave them in a little longer. But make sure that they are, flip them over on each side to make sure that they are done. And I lay them on a paper towel to remove any excess oil that may be on them. And they're ready to eat.
Well, they look delicious and they smell delicious. And Grandma Jean, thank you once again for showing us one of your recipes here at Gnome and Backyard. We can't wait to see what you have in store for us, what you cook up for us next time.
Well, thank you. And remember, this recipe came from Anna's kitchen. Just with a chunk of this and a touch and a dash and a little sprinkle. Oh, by the way, don't forget to sprinkle our Gnome and Backyard. And thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoy it. Bye now.